It's 11 o'clock on this late Tuesday, February 4th, 2020. It's time now for the Peter Channel. 11 o'clock news on this late Tuesday, February 4th, 2020. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter J. Wiggins. It's 11 o'clock, and it's 36 degrees in not Massachusetts. Top stories on the Peter Channel. 11 o'clock news is President Trump takes on radical left in the dramatic State of Union address. Nancy Pelosi rips up speech. Los Angeles Dodgers acquire Mookie Betts and David Price on the Boston Red Sox. Assist right disaster has how the hour caucus is melted down. Rush Limbaugh awarded Medal of Freedom into by State of the Union move. Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer gives a Democratic response to SOTU. Researchers said the coronavirus may be more contagious than current data shows. Taunton Silver City got real ball. Tenants evicted malls, main entrance locked. Nevada Democratic Party amended problematic app use in Iowa caucuses. Charges against surgeon girlfriend to be dismissed. Suspect arrested double homicide in Texas A&M Commerce. Ten coronavirus cases confirmed from cruise ship quarantine in Japan. Top U.S. commander from Mideast quietly returns to Iraq to try to defend revelations after Saudi killing. Would the madness is sweeping earth, the UN Secretary General said. Tribune Taunton Casino ready for appeal hearing. Macy's to close. 125 stores cut 2,000 corporate jobs in hunt for growth. Ford's 2019 profits wiped out by a tough fourth quarter. U.S. will develop 5G with American European companies instead of Hawaii. PG&E clears another bankruptcy hurdle with a debt refinancing. Coronavirus pushes ZTE to cancel its press conference at the year's largest phone show. NASA astronaut snaps selfie at space station reflection. Assad's first close-up image is mesmerizing. Sad dudes can be going at least give a neighbor a shove. Super snow moon is shine by right in the weekend sky. Even rat sits as weird quarterback space spread experts fear. What do you mean? The entire executive committee that the organization that oversees Russia's national track and field team has resigned amid accusation of institutional dominant cover-ups. Coronavirus, China reports 65 new deaths in July, bringing death toll to 490. Shooting at a Mexican hurricane leaves 9 dead. Avalanche kills at least 4 in eastern Turkey. Police in Seoul area of London evacuated neighborhood of a second day in a row. Tuesday after discovered another section of the exploded World War II bomb. The Japanese cabinet approved bills Tuesday to help citizens work into their 70 years old as part of the effort to address expected labor surge in the future and the rising cost of pensions. Republican Senator Susan Collins said Tuesday that she will avoid President Trump during the final phase of the impeachment trial. Ford reports $1.7 billion fourth quarter loss. Orange County District Attorney Todd Spitzer said Tuesday that he plans to dismiss rape charges against Newport Beach surgeon Grant Robichaud and his girlfriend Teresa Riley as cited lacking evidence. A Tennessee man was escaped from prison last year was indicted of 15 counts of killing and rape of a Tennessee Department of Corrections boy. General Motors has eliminated the Supreme recall for 2019 Chevrolet Silverados, GMC Sierras, and some Cadillac CTC 6s since the fixed initial cost. A brake fail problem. A magnitude 5 earthquake rattled Puerto Rico on Tuesday, the latest in the hundreds of temblers plagued the island territory and its past month. A long dragon winter storm could deliver the most substantial snowfall in seasons across portions of the United States, including states like Chicago and Oklahoma City. Annabelle Arias. State senators support climate change legislation. It appears that in Norton there will be competition for the position of selectman at time moderated April 4th town election. Annabelle wins Green Community designation and $244,000 grant. Suspect pleaded innocent of pistol whipping Robin Annabelle during portraying Marauder deal. Annabelle has no money for capital improvements, but just for now. Casey, police by the way, is among 4th district candidates, and police say the driver was high when he drove around Veterans Memorial in North Vanderbilt. Council announced Quincy Mayor, the considered by Beachcomber. Peter Chill News Time is 11:05 on this late Tuesday night. Time out for Peter Chittle. Support the Boston Bruins shutout. The Vancouver got supported up, and that TD got it. Never NHL score centers a 2. Calgary won the 3 11 to 3rd. Here's the Denver backs. As I got these two. Edmonton Doors through it. 10 19 11 to 3rd. Colorado 6. Buffalo same as 1. Tampa Bay 4. Vegas Golden Knights 2. Montreal 5. North Jersey for a final shutout. New York Islanders 4. Dallas Stars 3. Final in overtime. And Washington 4. LA Kings 2. And Carolina Blue Jackets 1. 4-0. Final in overtime. Anaheim 3. Ottawa 2. Final shootout. St. Louis 6. Carolina 3. And Minnesota 3. Chicago Blackhawks 2. Final in overtime. And Nashville 2. Winnipeg 0. 1 final in overtime. NBA scores. NBA scores LA Lakers 51, Senators Spurs 41 in the second quarter, 7:56-11. The fourth quarter, 80, Denver 111. Milwaukee 120, North Pelicans 108, and Houston 125, Charlotte 110. It was a house of horrors for the North Leinsters. Girls basketball team was a ran into a buzzsaw called the Norwood Mustangs as the Leinsters fell to the Norwood Mustangs 67-28, while the boys basketball for the North Leinsters defeated Norwood Mustangs on the road 60-35. Looking at some NBA scores, boys varsity, Whitman. Looking at some high school basketball scores on this Tuesday night, Massachusetts, Whitman Hudson, boys 62, Plymouth South 35. Newburyport 69, Amesbury 46, and girls varsity, Central 53, Marshfield 36, Penticton 48, Ipswich 34, boys varsity, Billerick at 81, Drake at 54, Oxford 56, Leicester 66, girls varsity, Foxborough 44, Milford 17, Brockton 78, New Bedford 75, and boys varsity basketball in Durfee 58, Dartmouth 62, boys varsity basketball. In girls, Brockton 70, New Bedford 67. In girls varsity, it's Dartmouth 63, Durfee 45. Boys varsity, Wareham 84, Joseph Case 47, it's Somerset 80, Greater New Bedford, Brook Tech 63. Old Rochester 50, Fairhaven 41, that we open 61, Empire Grid 42 with Joseph Case. Girls 56, Wareham 38, Somerset Berkeley 49. Girls, Greater New Bedford Tech 22. Old Rochester 57, Fairhaven 17, Apollo Grid 46, Titan 56, Rockland 55, Pembroke 45. In girls, varsity basketball, Silver Lake 54, Plymouth South. Oh, that was yesterday. In sports, next Chicago Empire has Malcolm Morris trade tension. Further 911 calls report Kobe Bryant help with craft site foggy conditions. Or again, next women's basketball season at 8 with an epic dream. And Peter Chill News time is 11:08 on this late Tuesday night. Time out for Peter Chittle. Traffic and transit check on this late Tuesday night. On the MBTA subway commuter rail ferries. They are looking good. Okay, best back with westbound side a little bit slow around the Newton quarter around Route 128. Cyber Expressway slow between the Boston Boulevard and the Cyber Expressway and 93 northbound side. So that's Boston, but otherwise looking good in eastern Massachusetts, Rhode Island. And Cape Downs and set to the western Mass highways on Lincoln to the Mass Pack, a little slow between 291 down to the Mass Pack, but Pack's looking good from Boston to Stockbridge. And in Connecticut, looking good, and up in Northern New England, it is looking good. And Interstate 87 to the southbound side, no, so I really have a shop line New York and Route 50 on the northbound side. So it's Sacramento towards Montreal. Peter Chill News time, 11:09. Time now for weather report. High confidence in the wintry mist will impact this Thursday morning coming across most of the southern New while snow, sleet, and freezing rain and match will not be significant. Untreated roads will be slippery and winter weather freeze miles will be needed. Strong storm will bring the potential heavy rain and street flooded. Thursday night, Friday with a Christmas cross Rhode Island, Cypress, Massachusetts, there be potential for some ice and snow accumulations across portions of the Massachusetts, especially the Berkshires and the Worcester Hills. Okay, forecast goes like this. Tonight, rain showers back before 5 p.m. 5 a.m. Just rain showers, snow showers, sleep, clouds got about 34 degrees. Let not wind just reaches 6%. Little no degrees expected for Wednesday. Just rain and showers, snow showers, and sleep before 7 a.m. Mostly clouds got about 30 degrees. Covered, come to the north at 6 miles in the morning. Just reaches 30%. No little no sleep conditions expected. Wednesday, adjustment of snow and sleep May after 3 a.m. Mostly clouds about 26 degrees. Covered, just reaches 40%. New snow sleep conditions less than average possible for Thursday. Freeze rain sleep must be mixed with snow before 9 a.m. Then rain sleep between 9 a.m. and noon. Then rain in the afternoon. Either 300 degrees. They need to about 3 to 6 miles. I just to the 8%. New sleep conditions less than half an inch possible for Thursday night. Rain low at 37 degrees. More spot 5 miles covered. Common just means 9% for Friday. Rain 9 at 41 degrees. Left for wind just means is 9%. Light wind will come to the northwest by 5 to 9 miles in the morning for Friday night. Snow likely before 7 p.m. Mostly clouds for 21 degrees. And west spot 11 miles out. Just is 6% for Saturday. Sun sky of 31 degrees. And west spot 7 to 9 miles after sunlight. Most of the coast 21 degrees. But off was about 5 miles of cover covered in 18 for Sunday. Just so afternoon. But partly south cover 34 degrees. Covered covered the northeast one. 5 miles an hour. Afternoon just is 40% for Sunday night. 8 just still most of the for 26 degrees. Lighter wind just reaches 30% for Monday. Part center of the most cost about 42 about 35 degrees off was spot. 5 to 9 miles an hour. And Tuesday mostly cost about 42 degrees and lighter wind covered the south front 6 miles an hour. Right now, northern it's 36 degrees. That's giving it for the Peter Channel. 11 o'clock news on this slate. Tuesday, February 4th, 2020. I'm Pure Soap. Good night. Everybody get back to you. I'll see you tomorrow morning with a more important. Good night.